Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? It's good to be back. Um, didn't like the United States at all, but we'll go into that in a minute. Um, it isn't so much that, but yeah, we'll get back to it anyway. Joe, how are you? Good to see you can make it. Scott, glad you're here. Who else is here? Scott's talking. Logan, how you doing, Logan? Glad you could make it. Et, you guys are awesome. A lot of people already in. Wow. Let's see, gorgeous. How you doing? Glad you could stop by. Hopefully, Lang. Brock, how are you? Did I miss? Ron John, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it in. I'm in a fairly good mood today. A little bit tired, but it's amazing. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Hey, Randy. I didn't get to meet up with Randy. Bummer, but next time or when he comes here, we'll have to do that. I'll go over some of the stuff that I ran into when I was there. Daz, how you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Go hopping, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. It's been a while. I haven't been on for a couple of weeks or done anything. Chris, how are you? Well, brother Chris is going to be coming soon. Uh, I'm hoping the sooner the better. And I think I'm caught up. If I missed anybody, I'll catch up with you. Let me grab a little sip of coffee. It's amazing, man. First, I'll go over the good stuff that people might be interested in. A lot of people already know from watching before. The people that have traveled here, Brock, Jake, everybody, Robert. It was a piece of cake. When I got the tickets, and I think I went over all that before I left. Did I? I don't know. That I screwed up and bought two tickets. That I bought a ticket for the wrong date. You guys let me know if I said that because I don't remember. I'm old, remember? So let me know if I told you about that dilemma to start off the trip. If not, I'll run over it again. But they asked me when I bought the tickets last minute whether I'd been vaccinated or not, and if I had proof of that, and I said yes. I've got four with the Thai passport, vaccination passport, or whatever it is that you get through the government. They never asked me for it anywhere. I ended up going through Korea, which I didn't get a chance to stop, but I got to see a little bit of Korea through Logan's Going Grays. If you guys aren't subscribed, you should. And never got asked anything. Piece of cake. I want to say the actually the longest time was the last getting into the states. They were backed up. A lot of planes must have got in the same time or whatever. It was like midday or something, noon. But otherwise, piece of cake. The only problem was my worst nightmare. I was supposed to go through Manila. I was supposed to go on Philippine Airlines, which I still have a ticket for, but it's for a different date. They made me wear a mask all the way there. And then coming home, nope. Same Korean Airlines 2 weeks later, didn't have to wear a mask at any of it. Had to wear one all the way there. Wasn't too bad. I mean, I kind of put my head over, tried to sleep for an hour or two, which I don't usually do, but the mask, can come off a little bit, but not horrible. But it wasn't, just the flight. Like I said, I don't know. Did you guys? Yes, I did. Okay, so I did tell you. So I bought the tickets for the wrong date, and the night before I left, I had to get new ones. So I have a ticket on Philippine Airlines for the the 9th of May in a month and a half, which is too early. I'm gonna try to push it out, and I'm gonna change it. I'm not going back and forth to there without either premium, business class, or whatever. I ain't gonna do it. So I think even if I have to cut it down to maybe only twice a year instead of 3 or 4 times a year, I'll cut it back. It was a nightmare. So anyway, I feel great now. I felt like crap the whole time I was in the States. Could not figure out how to get up, how to go to sleep, what time I was supposed to get up, what time. Just felt jet lagged to heck. And now one day, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning though and said I was hungry. So my wife got up and made me rice soup, which was awesome. Then I went back to sleep about 4:30 and then woke up at 6:30. So I think I'm pretty much on schedule. We'll see what happens today and tonight. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Glad you could make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Ryan's got a great channel, little food deal, and his deal. So that and Chris too. If somebody wants to put up, um, what is it? Oh, God, I'm horrible. I'm still a little jet laggy. Something on the bear, Spanky and the bear, and Spanky HK, of course. So if you guys would, hey Bobby, how you doing? Bobby's coming soon, within a week, right? Something like that. I think Daz is coming within a week, so I'm gonna have to get my butt going. Let's see. Grace said Korea changed indoor policy in January. They must have been an airline. Yeah, it was an airline policy. Definitely Korea Air. But because I had checked on on Philippines Air, and they didn't have it. So, but like I said, on the way back, nothing. It was okay. It's just the seats are too damn small. I'm just too big, man. I don't. At least I don't have to get an extended seat belt or whatever it is. That's a little embarrassing, but I can fit, and I get a little tail on it. But just the shoulders. And I get a window seat because I don't move, which is not good. I could get blood clots and all sorts of shit. But I'd rather sit there. Although the last time on the way there I had to get up and pee once. On the way back, it was even longer. 11 hours to Los Angeles on the long leg out of Seoul, and 14 hours back. So a 3 hours difference with the headwinds or whatever the hell they do. So I don't know. I wish I would have had more time. I would have liked to because I've watched some of Logan's uh, videos and stuff. I should. It would have been nice to pop out and kind of look around, but I'll go visit or something. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. Korea is another one. That and Vietnam are not the two on the top of my list. Although I want to go to see Vietnam. So, hey Ralph, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Did I miss anybody else? No, I saw Bobby. And Bobby, poor Jai, just freshly retired. And what does Bobby do? He sells the car right out from underneath her as she's driving. I think he yanked her out of the driving seat and sold the car. Just kidding. But Bobby's there ready to rock and roll, I guess. Jai's ready to rock and roll, which is awesome for me because then I've got somebody that I can go out and have coffee with and mess around with a little bit when they get here. Go out to dinner every now and again, that kind of stuff. Great people, by the way. And if you guys aren't subscribed, which I'm sure you are, please subscribe. I hit that. Hey, Maui. Maui was doing. If you guys aren't subscribed, you should subscribe to Maui's channel. He does a little walk around. Sometimes do riding. Although I noticed I think you said you were going back to the States for 4 or 5 weeks to get all your stuff, which I have to do too. I have to figure out what to do with the taxes and stuff. It wasn't besides the getting there and getting back, which was a horror story in the making. It was kind of nice. I hate to say nice about. I'm going to call it a celebration of life, which is what it was for my mother. 90 years old, had, I'm going to say 87, 88 relatively good years, really good years, still driving and stuff. So we threw a party at a Italian restaurant. I think it held 130 people in there, like ballroom or whatever. My brother set it all up, and I don't know, it wasn't horrible. I think it was $7,000 or $10,000, something like that. And the food was good. So I hate to say I had a good time, but I did. Reminiscing about my mother, all my friends were there because growing up, my mother used to cook for them all the time. Any excuse to have everybody over for dinner, like 5, 6 of my close friends, she always did it, numerous times. Was going to do it again until she got sick here within the last year. So, yeah, so that was good. I got to see my family. You got to remember, I had the tube shoved down my throat in January 2020, so I haven't been back since the end of 2019, before, I'm going to say a couple months, I don't remember exactly. So it was good to see everybody, and of course all the family was there. And there's kind of scattered out throughout California. My son came down with his wife and my 4 grandkids, which was awesome. And then I stayed with my cousin Rich, who I think I think a couple of times. I'll probably thank him a couple more. I didn't want to run around. I didn't think it was for me to go there and see everybody, all my friends and everything. I'll save that for another time. So I just kind of hung with him, went to Temecula. His girlfriend lives in Agora Hills. Stayed there, split back and forth. And when I was there, I think I went to dinner one time with my cousin Robin. The rest of the time I just went out with him, but I got some good steak dinners and 3 Mexican restaurants that were good. It was Mexican food. The only jonesing that I did that I didn't fulfill was my Jack in the Box hamburger smothered in secret sauce. So I didn't get to experience that luxury. But we went out to a couple delis for breakfast, had good ham and eggs, and it was good. The eating was good, and just relaxed with my cousin. I think I told Robert and anybody else, he had both his knees replaced at the same time a couple weeks before Christmas. So he's still hobbling. He's still not completely even close to full recovery. I know Robert's going to get his done, and I got to get mine done this year. One of them. I'm not getting both of them done. Yeah, I know it was, huh? And I still belong to like on my Facebook page and stuff for up where I lived in Oakhurst area, Coarse Gold, up above Fresno in the High Sierras. And I know there were people on there that have lived there for 50 years and have never seen that much water. So that's saying something. But yeah, I know. And it was cold. I didn't have a jacket. I don't own a one long sleeve t-shirt somewhere in my stuff. But so I didn't have any kind of warm clothes, and of course I just wore thongs, and I wore thongs to the church and to the restaurant. So that's been. I don't think I want to say maybe I put on a pair of shoes twice in the past 5, 6 years, something like that. Hey Paul, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Let's see. Looks like I missed something. Thanks, Paul. No, Logan. It was only back up a few feet. So big it'll take way more than that. Yeah. I must have missed. I missed something. What did Logan ask? Bobby, is your lake back? Oh yeah, but I bet you it had to do some improvement. Is that what you're saying, Bobby? I mean it had to do something for that. And I guess you're talking about Lake Mead, right? I believe. Bobby can correct me. He's the Mead expert. So if he's saying here and there, then more than likely it is. Yeah, I know thongs. I gotta say, what else can I say? I'm so used to that's what they were from the old ones with the little, the ones that were all plastic, cheapo. That's what we called them when I was a kid. But yeah, I probably should stop saying that. You're probably right, Ralph. Jai has started calling sissy boy. Has started calling me a sissy boy because I complain about the cold. It was, I don't know, it was cold to me. Like I said, coming from here, and I think it'd been almost 4 years that I had been, 3.5, something like that. And it was cold to me. I want to say it was 8 degrees Celsius. See, I even talk in Celsius and shit now. So I'm really, this is my home. Hey James, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Oh, I didn't see his Chuck here. I must have missed it. Did I miss you, Chuck? Where are you? Ah, there you are. And you're in Pachuap, I think. And I think I saw some stuff on there that Meow and Jim are there visiting with you. And I think it was your mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. Hope you had a good time, Chuck's only like 8 or 10 videos behind, so I'll get to see your birthday sometime in May. Just kidding. But I'm looking forward to that. And good. It looks like there's a couple that I've watched. If you guys aren't familiar with Chuck's, which I'm sure you are, because most of you probably came from there. It it looks like she's adapting, man. It looks like she's having a good time, which is awesome. I wish that I could have done something for my mom, but 90 years old, if I'd tried to move her, it probably wouldn't have been good. But thanks for stopping, Chuck. Appreciate it. And I don't know where you guys are headed to next. I guess I'll find that out. Did I watch yours today? Yes, I think I did. Because I think that's when you said your mom's birthday's coming up. But I did see on Facebook that you already had it and some stuff there. I don't know. I tried to follow stuff and I didn't have a very successful time of it while I was gone. But like I said, everything went good. She's where she's wanted to be for 30 years, a devout Catholic, and she's with God in her mind. So I know she's happy if that's where she is. So hey Jay, how you doing? Secret place is where you're going. Okay. Yeah, it was like I said though, grueling. I don't know how. I will not make that trip again without being at least in business class or something. Or I think there's one in between that looked okay on Korean. I think they had one that was like a wide seat, human size for me. Because it's not only that I'm a fat guy, it's my shoulders are yay wide. They stick past the frickin' seat, and then you got the poor lady or man next to you. Because I did get lucky on the way home, the 14-hour flight. I think there was one empty seat on that plane, and I was in a window seat, and it was the one between me and another guy. So that made it a little bit easier, but I won't do it again. No frickin' way. I don't know if it's old. I don't know if it's because I think I don't breathe well anymore, but I ain't doing it again. So I think I'll maybe only go back once or twice, extend the time that I stay, and double up on the money for each one and go. It's the only way I'll do it. Bruce and Sassy May, how you doing? Glad you can make it. How you doing? Dave, you're not fat. Yeah, girth. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, my stomach, I mean, I'm carrying, 30, 40 kilos more than I need to be. But it's just shoulders too, man. I mean, I don't fit in that thing. But I did see, and I don't know, on Korea Air anyway, there was the economy. Maybe it's economy plus. I don't know. I have to go back and look. But the seat, I could do that. Had a deal, way, plenty of leg room, stretch out and stuff like that. And then, of course, business class is probably what I prefer. But, I mean, it's a little pricey, but I don't know. Hey, Baldy, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Yeah, did I fly? I wish I would have. But at least I learned one thing. I'm not doing that anymore. I am going to go back. I got to redo the tickets on the one that I bought. And then I think I'm going to take my wife. This time and go for 2 weeks, I think, the next time. And I'm going to say July, August, and it may be even later than that, because she's never seen snow. So I'd like to take her there during the winter. Yeah, it just, like I said, if I was like a normal sized human being, um, even whenever you go into an Asian country, the wheelchairs are only this wide. So I just barely fit in the freaking wheelchair when they because I get a wheelchair if I'm in an airport that's got a long deal because the knees just painfully so. If I know exactly how far it is and I can do it, then I don't. But the wheelchairs are tiny. I don't know. You're adult size. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so that's the plan. I hope to do that because she wants to go. The kids want to go. I didn't bring back anything. I had one carry-on and one like little laptop bag that I had put all my stuff in, passport, battery banks, everything that I did that I was carrying on, and that's all I did. And I flew Knock Air on the way back. Of course, I missed the flight that I had booked for beforehand. So they luckily they changed one flight, and they gave me the option of changing the day. So I got lucky on the return one. I just made it for the 23rd, which I left the U.S. on the 21st, and got to Bangkok on the 23rd. Took my wife to the U.S. Great memories, East Coast. Yeah, I I want to take her. She hasn't experienced it, and I want to take her a lot of nice places. So we'll see what happens. Everybody wants to meet her. Unfortunately, my mother didn't get a chance to meet her, but all my friends, all my family, and everything like that, they met her under the unfortunate circumstances of me lying half dead in an intensive care back in 2020. So there was a bunch of people. Some of them, my brother being one of them, thought it was a scam, which rightly so. But my cousin and numerous others talked to her once and said, "Yeah, no problem. Where you want me to send some money until he comes to?" And then when I came to, we made arrangements and everything kind of worked out. But everybody was great during that time and sent money, because if they wouldn't have, according to the nurses there, if you don't pay, I don't know if anybody's watching this in Thailand, if you're in intensive care, whether you be Thai, Farang, whoever. In fact, they gave me more leeway than they were giving the Thai people that were there, the citizens. They gave it. If you come in, at the front desk there, I was sitting right in front of it, watched it each day. There's a financial nurse and then the head-like nurse. You come up to the deal, the financial nurse, "Please pay for yesterday. Let me see, everything looks good," signs off on it, and then you can go see your loved one. And then the next day, if you come in, "Oh, I don't have paper." "Okay, well, go pay and come back when you can." 2-3 days go by, they ship you off to the government hospital. And what my wife said the nurse told her is, it isn't so much that the government hospital is horrible. He'll have the same doctor, he'll have all that. Maybe not as good a facility, but it won't be that big of a deal. But the government ambulances, oxygen in their ambulances, said he will die on the way to the government hospital. So that freaked out my wife, or my girlfriend at the time. Yeah, I mean that's what an extraordinary woman. Then she started talking to her mom. "Mom, we might have to sell the truck. We might have to sell the house." They were willing to sell everything that this Thai family. People say, why do I give to my family and smile about it every day? Is because they were willing to give up everything for me. Unbelievable. I'd known her for 7 months, 8 months, unbelievable. And I'll keep telling that story until they won't let me go onto YouTube anymore. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Yeah, I'm glad. I was kind of jonesing for it. I almost did one from the States, but that was just too much crap going on, man. And I wasn't doing anything. It's that every time, and mainly the jet laggy crap was just unbelievable. So I'm not looking forward to that, because, like I said, I feel way better the one day I've been back here than the over 2 weeks I was in the States. Let me get a drink here. And I'll put the link up too in case anybody wants to come on and ask questions or have fun or whatever they want to do. I think I did that right. And I tried to figure it out before. I just, when I went back onto StreamYard, I guess while I was gone, they've got a new thing that you can customize the windows or something. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. Thanks, Joe. You're the man. I appreciate it. Let's see, where I always try C1A or B. I don't know what plane I was on. It was the biggest one that I think I've been on. Well, I haven't been for 3.5 years. on that flight over there. And like I said, I got so lucky because when I asked, I said, is there any way that I can not have someone next to me on the plane? And they, oh no, plane's full, plane's full. And sure enough, man, I was so happy when they closed up the doors and said they're getting ready and started doing their shtick with the oxygen mask and all that. And I'm going, yeah, this is the strangest things get me excited, right? Uh, yeah, pretty much. As my wife said, I'm a Sarin man. Most definitely. But like I said, with her, it's thoroughly amazing. It still amazes me to this day, that my wife, the money that she makes, which is good for a Thai person, but how she accumulated, how she got this land, how she paid for the kids to go to private school, you know, um, how to ship mom and dad or mom there every weekend, so the kids don't have to spend every day in the dormitories, So she's an amazing woman. Maybe one day she'll want to come on, and she doesn't think she speaks very good English, which she does, but she doesn't. She doesn't think. Let's see what Jay has to say. Jet lag going back to the States, real thing. Hit me hard for about four. Yeah, and I wish I could say it was only 4 solid days. It was the whole time I was there, Jake. The whole time I was there, I was in a daze. Um, and like I said, I feel 200 times better being back here. Thailand's my home now, anyway. I mean, I'm gonna die here in Thailand more than likely. So there's Spanky. Hey, HK, how you doing? Glad that you could make it. Thank you very much for coming by. I appreciate it. Korean Airline is probably a 777. Okay, but it was big. It was the biggest plane that I remember being on in a while. Hey, Randy, I appreciate it. The money I was going to spend buying a jacket about. Yeah, and I wish I could have met up with you, man. And I was so close. I mean, I was in Agora Hills. I should have called. I don't know. I was trying to be politically correct. I was like, this is my mother's deal. Should I be out, rubbing elbows and going out, and doing this and that? And in my mind was like, she probably wouldn't give a rat's ass if I did. But out of respect, I just said, I'm just going to hang with my cousin and lay low, which I did. And I couldn't have anyway. I felt like shit. I could barely get myself to go out to dinner. My cousin would drag me out and either make me breakfast most of the mornings, eggs and toast, or we'd go out to a deli, out that way, or by his house. But it was good, so that's why I didn't. But I'll be going back. Hopefully, you're going to be coming here. But again, thank you for the thank you for the deal. My wife will be happy. She didn't quite make her quota on. It was $76, and I'm attributing that probably because I wasn't on for 2 weeks. So she'll get it next week. But she's happy anyway. She don't care. Um, no matter what seats I usually pop. Yeah, I know, and that's somebody had suggested me doing that too, and I probably should have, because I want to say that whole trip, 20, 25 hours, I probably slept maybe two, getting here, and then when I flew in, it actually worked out kind of good. Sawanaboom, I don't know, am I pronouncing it right? Probably not. I flew in there at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then took a taxi from there to Don Murang, and got there about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and they boarded at 5:55 a.m. So I didn't have to go and look for a hotel or stay or pretty much do anything. I just went in and what did I do? I grabbed a hamburger at McDonald's. That was the first time. They weren't serving breakfast until 4, and I was hungry. So I had a Big Mac and went and tried to find a place to lay down. No way. Checked into Knock Air and was on my way. It's only an hour, in case anybody's wondering, from BKK or from Don Murang to Buriram. And it's about a almost an hour drive from the airport in Buriram to where I live. But I won't be doing it again unless I can afford to do it. Business class is what I'm going to do. So instead of going 4 times, I'll go 2 times and make up the difference. In fact, maybe I should start scheduling it now. Yeah, I wanted Xanax, and I didn't get to the doctor in time to get them. I would have ate a handful of them, especially for that 14-hour leg. But it Xanax would have worked. I was just worried that I'd have a panic attack up there with the mask on, but I didn't have to wear a mask on the way back, so it worked out okay. How was the That was awesome. My, I didn't. Everybody's running around. Everybody trying to get in. The kids were playing and stuff. So not as much of a intimate, meeting as it was. But she's gorgeous. Of course, I wouldn't be much of a grandfather if I didn't say so. But she is. The kids are. All my grandkids are good-looking kids. Um, and I'm not one of those guys that get that. When people they show me baby pictures and there's this football-shaped head, alien-looking little thing, and they're ugly, adorable. No, the kid's ugly, man. Maybe it'll round out and it'll be okay in a week or two, but man, I wouldn't show that picture to anybody. And my kids, for some reason, my kids and my grandkids, at least they didn't send me pictures. I wasn't there for the birth of my grandkids, but they didn't show them with that egghead. And the only thing my daughter was almost damn near bald when she was born, and she's got a full head of hair, thank God. My son, he's balding like me. So, pick the most boring movie. I watched. Actually, I probably should have. You're probably right, Chris. And what I watched was Black, Black something. The one with what's his name, the bald guy, and that one with the black the guys in the Korean War. I forget the name of it now. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. But I didn't realize back then in Korea and in those early planes. I think the Corsair. What I forget. Anyway, excellent movie. If somebody remembers the name of it, by all means, put it up there because it was good. And the other one was, I don't know, Black something. I think it was a thing to do with the Panther movies. I don't know. But that one, what did I miss? Stay up late. Too many bottles of gin. You know what I noticed on there? They were giving out bottles of liquor, and they were serving free flowing wine, which the last time that I was on a flight, I think they charged me to get a Coke. No, maybe not, but I was surprised. And not being that big of a drinker, it wouldn't have mattered. Although each Mexican place, I had two margaritas. I think I told you yesterday in the little test I did that actually the sad thing about it, the steakhouse I went to, which was acceptable, had the best margaritas out of the three Mexican restaurants that I went to. So go figure, right? That sounds right, Logan. It was it was during the Korean War. I think the gentleman that was in there or being portrayed was one of the first or only black pilots during that time. Excellent movie if anybody gets a chance to watch it. Definitely kept me awake. According to Chris, I made two bad choices because I like that Black Mamba or whatever it was deal, and I forget his name. The Rock. That's the one for the Black Mamba thing or whatever. But it was okay too, so it kept me awake. But that was only two, and then I had, which I highly recommend if anybody wants to watch, is 1887 with Sam Elliott and 1923 with Harrison Ford. I think it's on Paramount Plus or CBS or something. Excellent. So I downloaded those onto my pad. I watched a couple of them in the airport while I was waiting for flights. But I only had a 2.5 hour layover in Korea, so it wasn't. I watched a couple of them actually that morning when I was waiting for the little hopper, the 1 hour deal out of Bangkok to Buriram. Yeah, that's it, Black Adam. You, Craig's got it. Let's see. I see honey there, so I'm gonna have to get a message from Chris soon. I have my suspicions, but I don't know if they're true, so I don't want to say anything. 1883. Thank you, Ron. Excellent. Those 1883 and 1923, I think. Um, but thank you, thank you, HK. I appreciate it. The message line I go on the U.S. usually give free bag of 6 peanuts. Yeah, they don't give you much. I got I was asleep. The last thing I remember is the plane accelerating, and then we were descending for landing, and the guy next to me had a little box on the knock here, but I think he bought it. And I asked for water. They didn't even bring me a bottle of water. They brought me a glass of water. So God knows where that water came from. But but the flight was 1,800 baht, and that included a 15 kilo carry on, and a little bit of upgrade. And what would that be? 18, 30, $55 or something. So not bad one way. So flying here in Thailand isn't really expensive. In fact, my wife wants to go back to Krabi. We went when I first met her. That's where I met her family up, and we kind of bonded in that in Krabi. So I forget what it is. Extremely cheap flight because I got to fly me, her, the two kids, mom and dad. So it could add up even when it's cheap, but it's really cheap. So I can handle that. And then we're going to try to go to. I think we're going to Sokran's what on the 15th. I think the 13th to the 15th. Some people know here sometimes 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, whatever. But I think 13th to the 15th. And then the kids are going to be here on the 13th, and then I don't really want to go anywhere during Sokran. I mean, everybody, oh, it's so great. I missed it. And, yeah, it's so wonderful getting powder thrown in your face and buckets of water. Not my cup of tea. One time it was great to see it one time, but I think we're going to go towards Ryan's, Mitch's, and everybody's over there in Rayong, Jantien, Pattaya area, because I want to look at a condo in Rayong. So so I think we're going to go there. I haven't scheduled that yet. Soon. It's going to be probably. She has to be back for a little singing deal. She's going to Korea to sing in July, August, somewhere towards the middle end of the year with the school. She had to be picked, and then we had to pay for it, but part of it anyway. And so she's got to be back at school for practicing Sing a Song on the 23rd. So I got to find some place between the 15th or 16th and the 23rd to go over, which shouldn't be that hard. But is that 12th through the 19th? Yeah, I know. Some it's 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, as long as they'll keep going for months if they let them. But yeah, that's what she told me the 13th to the 15th for at least Seren here, because I think she gets it off. My wife gets Sokran off. They give her 3 days, I think. There's Meow and Jim. How you doing? Good morning, folks. You're leaving PKK back to Bangkok. So, yeah, 13th through 15th. But yeah, and Ryan has it too, and it depends, I guess. Don't forget to. Yeah, no. I don't go great. Yeah, sometimes that's on the list. That's what else I was going to go over too. You guys can remind me. I have it written down. Trailer, I know. T-shirts. I'm going to jump on that today or tomorrow, probably. What else was I going to do? I think the T-shirts was the main deal, and then of course getting the trailer. I've been looking at some other stuff, some other options on trailers too, but I think I want to do this one because I can do it exactly like I want to do it. Logan saying hi. Dave, keep the banner, but You can change the beginning to reflect the holiday. Yeah, I know. Yeah, in case anybody's wondering, this banner's not going anywhere. It'll be here till they kick me off of YouTube. But yeah, I think the Happy New Year's probably pushing it. I will do that, by the way. Let's see. Did I miss that? I haven't watched anything. And I haven't answered anything. So if anybody's out there and they're going, God, the guy won't even, recognize me and say hello or piss off or anything, I haven't done anything. Usually in the morning, except that I'm kind of still jet laggy, I'll try to catch up on comments. But I will, over the next few days, catch up on them as best I can and, and, um, and do it, hopefully. Um, and I guess I'll have to catch up on some videos because obviously I missed some videos. But yeah, so that I think I have to do is the T-shirt, and I think I'm gonna go over here and look. I believe I'm going to go with this deal, the polo shirt, but not this Santa. I'm gonna go with what's this one? Well, actually, it's gonna be that one, right? But I'm gonna go with is it this one? No, it's this one. But it'll be cut off right about here. So it'll just be that top half. I like this one better. So hopefully I'll get to that. I got to get with my wife and get that on. And those will all be, like I said, I'm giving them all away. So those will be out of pocket by me. And I think I've got everybody's sizes. Like I said, if you guys aren't and you want one, go to the community tab and you'll see the shirt sizes there by chest girth, and let me know what size you are. And I think everybody's done that. And if you did it in another place, go back there and do it because I'm going to have to check it again because I don't know if I have what I wrote down a month and a half ago. So I'm going to go back through it. So if you guys did it somewhere other than on the community tab, go to the community tab and put in there, this is whoever and the size. My last Socran, I drove a truck. And the girls rode in the back. The first one that I was at, I was in Kamala. Coming down the main drag, had no idea really what, a little bit, but wasn't really versed in Socran. And right in front of there was across the street was the Big C. And I was coming down, and right there was a police stop. They were all sitting there, but they weren't stopping anybody. And this kid came out with a 5-gallon bucket of water and hit me, and I was probably doing, I don't know, 15, 20 miles an hour with that whole thing. Just soaked me from head to toe. Pulled over into the Big C and dried outside for 20 minutes and then went back roads to where I was and didn't come out for 3 days. So I'd had enough of that. But it was, I was cold. Inside the Big C was cold. But outside it wasn't too bad. Make a shout out to everyone. How you doing? I'm glad that you could make it. Appreciate it for stopping by. Everybody say hello. If you guys aren't subscribed, share the love and please subscribe to everybody that's on here. Mike's in here. I didn't see. I saw you on Spanky and the Bear deal. When was it? Last night? I'm lost. Thursday nights, I think it is. But then if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Mike. And like I said, everybody that's on here, if Scott's posting them or whoever's posting up links or whatever, they're good people. You should subscribe. And I don't know when is Bobby? When are you coming? The 28th or 29th? And like I said yesterday, as soon as he comes in and does his 7-day quarantine, Bobby's just unlucky. If you didn't know, when he came last time, he caught it on the plane, and so his vacation 7 or 10 days, Bobby. I think it might have been 10 days, but at least 7 days. Hey, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. We got to meet up again. I want to take my wife won't be happy. but not for long. Maybe just a 1 day trip there, spend the day, 3 day deal, turn around. I might be coming your way. I'll let you know on the Forza, so she won't be happy. But I want to. I need 10 days. He's just unlucky. And you wore the mask the whole time on the plane, on everything. Bobby was really being an upstanding citizen. But thanks, thanks, Meow, or Jim. I think it's Meow. Jim comes out usually under his name, Jim Miller. So if you guys see that, okay, let's see. Paid 9,000 baht a year for 10, 11 years. Paid total 90,000. Went to the office yesterday, and they gave me a $113 refund. Wow, what did I miss? For what? Yeah, that's right. You're stopping. Excuse me. Paul's gonna. He'd been whatever it was. I think you're talking about school, right? 10, 11 years. He's a teacher, and he's gonna start doing stuff on his own. Charity stuff, giving people English and stuff, but you'll have to check it out. I'm sure he'll come on here, and I'm sure he'll start. I don't know if are you gonna start a different channel, or are you going to have the same channel for what you're doing? I know you explained it to me 10 times. I still don't know the whole gist where I want to feel comfortable enough telling people what you're gonna do. But you can come on anytime you want to and tell them what you want, what you're gonna be doing. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. So anyway, good time. Hate to say that for the celebration of life, which I'll call it, because it's almost like you could say you had a good time at a celebration of life, but at a wake, it kind of sounds tacky. But Mom had a good life, man. She was one of the good ones, one of the good birds out there. She had to put up with me as a kid. She'd got some kind of medal or something for doing that. I was out when I was young, but she did a good job. She was always there for me, always. That mother's love, unconditional crap is outstanding, as everybody here knows, I'm sure. I can't. I can't even until you can't reapply until the 22nd of April. What did I miss? What are you reapplying for? What did I miss, Bobby? I don't know. I missed something. Imagine that. How long have we been on? Oh, not even an hour. Wow. We must not be having that much fun, because it seems like it's been longer than that. See what Paul's saying back. I've had free healthcare. Okay. Yeah, this was same as me trying to appeal, but it's a problem if they can't get a hold of a human. What did I miss? What are you guys talking about? I can't reapply. What are you reapplying for? We go back a little further. See if I can find out what Bobby's applying for. Put it back up, because I'm not finding it, and I feel like I'm in a fog. Let's see. I'm not trying, Mike. I just wait the time. I've delivered the video. I think may have. Oh, okay. Did you get something against you? I know Mike did, but I didn't know you did, Bobby. I don't think I have. I wouldn't even know if I did. But I'm imagining you're talking about YouTube saying something, right? And gathering. And then I don't. You missed the 2-run. I think that's what it was. Hey Tony, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Appreciate it. Jerome, me too. I'm glad to be here, man. It was like coming home. I mean, this is my home now. And like I said, it's my wife is thoroughly amazing woman. I missed her dearly the time I was gone, and I'll take her with me when I go back each time, if she wants to go. It's hard because she only gets so much time off. She's working. Although that I've given her the option on many a time to not work. She doesn't have to, but she loves her job. What am I going to do? Either that or she hates spending time with me. I'll look at the other instead of that option. But it's a guessing game. Yeah, I don't know. I hear everybody. I know Mike. I kind of know Mike's deal. Not not everything about it, but a little bit. We had talked on one of the shows. I can't remember. But I guess they're YouTube. They can do whatever they want, right? It seems like what I hear anyway. If they want to do, they'll do it. And they don't have to tell you nothing, right? I mean, like I'm saying, it's a guessing game. Now we've done this, and we're not going to tell you why. And why they do that, I don't understand. What's the difference? Hey, this was wrong in this, and either you fix it or whatever. I don't understand it all. So let's see, Tony, the dream, where my wife is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somebody just still friends and stuff, or people that I haven't seen in years and years. That ding was a guy I went to high school with, saying, "Sorry to hear about your mom." So let's see. Right, Mike, your guessing game agreed. Where my wife is home, totally, no doubt now. Um, and that's why I say, a lot of the stuff with the way that I looked at things. Where trolls in the past had kind of got me aggravated and want threatened me and stuff like that, which I just don't take that very well. Until my wife kind of explained it to me, hey, if you do something like that, there is the slim possibility that you might not be able to stay in Thailand. If I couldn't stay in Thailand, what the hell would I do? So I've kind of forgotten all that. I haven't heard too much. There's been a couple little things, but for the most part, people have been leaving me alone. Now I'll probably get it. I don't think I put you have to be a subscriber for 10 minutes on this one, so I'll probably get some troll activity now. I honestly didn't know El Paso was such an art scene. Liking the videos with your better half. Yeah, the how are the koi? They're doing good. One of them, I've got some stuff to do tomorrow. I'm going to pull each and every fish. I did lose one fish when I was gone, and from an ulceration that I never saw before. So I'm going to pull them one by one. I want to photograph them each anyway, and I think tomorrow I'm going to have the cousin come over, and my wife will be here, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law help, and one by one to pull them out, look at them if they've got ulcers, treat the ulcers, inject them with antibiotics, and take their picture, take them out of the anesthesia, and put them back in. So I looked out there when I first got home because if it was a problem, I would have already done it. But I think I got to do some scraping and some microscope stuff because I think I've got flukes. I'm guessing that's causing that. So I got to clean all the filters. I got a bunch of work to do tomorrow. That was one reason why I was going to do it tomorrow, but I know that Mike's and Robbie have the spot. In case you guys don't know, Saturdays. I think it's 8 o'clock. I haven't seen Robbie or not. I think he's still in. I'm going to call it Aurora Grande. Most people know it as Pismo Beach. They have theirs, so I didn't want to do it later on, and I had too much stuff to do. So I'll do it again, and then we'll be back on track. So we'll be back up on Sunday. Yeah, great koi dad. Yeah, it's. I told my wife I got too many koi in there, so when it becomes a problem, I'm going to give them away or something. Overstocking will cause problems. I don't think in this particular instance it's from overstocking. I think it's from bugs. But once you get the bugs all done and you get everything, and then all it takes is my wife getting a wild hair, saying, "Oh, I saw this most beautiful fish," and pick it up and throw it in the pond, and oh, the guy said the fish were healthy, and now you're in a nightmare situation. So I don't really need any other koi. I think if I get any, I will buy larger koi and get rid of some of the smaller ones. Get rid of 3 or 4 of the smaller ones and get a larger. I'd like to get a sashimi. Anyway, I'd like to get a couple of different patterned fish. But yeah, you got to kind of stay on top of it. Once everything mellows out and you're not adding fish, it makes life a lot easier. No, they have. My wife may have. I never asked her, Tony, but she loves those fish. If you guys haven't seen the little short that I did where she's feeding them the silkworms, which I think came up the other day because Meow was eating them, and my wife will eat them too. But when she goes and buys them, she packs up and freezes little bagfuls, like this, full of them, and the fish just eat them out of her hand, and they love them. But 8 o'clock for the spot they have for me. Oh, real handsome guest. So who is that, Daz? So I'm imagining Ryan is going to be on tomorrow. So I will. I should be up, and that'll be before I start. So I'll probably catch that beforehand. Let's see. So if you guys aren't, I don't know if somebody's got it. Scott, you still here? Do you have a link for the spot and for tomorrow at 8 o'clock? And Ryan, I guess, is going to be on it. I would imagine he'd be talking about any other handsome men. I didn't hurt. It didn't hurt my channel. They just have a different opinion that I do about the content, and their opinion is only one that counts. Yeah, exactly. It's their platform, I guess. I don't know. Some of the stuff that they do, it doesn't really matter to me, the 12 cents that I would make off of something or the 5 cents. And as long as it wasn't a strike or something, I don't think I'd even be, me personally, I wouldn't be concerned. I'm not saying anything bad about that until until he brings your deodorant. That was the one thing I didn't get to get either because now I've got to carry on. The daughter wants chocolates. My cousin's girlfriend is a makeup artist for a bunch of people. I think she's even won awards and stuff. Very nice lady, Lisa. And I told her that my daughter has to make herself up and learn that in school for traditional Thai dance. So she gave me a whole bunch of makeup that we showed it to her last night, and she was ecstatic. I guess some of the stuff was expensive, but they give it to Lisa. They want. I guess if you're winning awards or something, they want you to get up there and say, "Oh, thank you to whatever makeup you were using." So she gets a lot of that kind of stuff. So she gave it, which was awesome. Lisa doesn't watch this, but she's been around. But hey, Bo, how you doing? Are you back here, or are you in Bangkok still? Is your husband still in the hospital? Who's beating up my name? I was telling him. He said someone's going to be that handsome on the spot tomorrow. I said, who does? But I believe that it's going to be. It's going to. Oh, hold on. It's going to be Ryan. So let's see. Did Bo? Thank you, Bo. Hopefully you're back here in Surin. We did. Ron did. Everybody's saying hello to Bo. If you guys aren't subscribed to Bo's channel, please do. Out of Surin, organic farming, and very nice lady, down to earth, easygoing videos, and she has fun. So by all means, like I said before, if you see it on here, it's one of the good people. You need to subscribe. Yes, you need to start reading comments. You might try to get out. I'll tell them that you should be on there too. I think they're looking for guests. I mean, I think you'd be good when you've been coming here a long time, and I think they're looking for stories, something to do on their live streams. I never think that far in advance. That's why I sit here and ramble. But it feels good to ramble again. I'll say that much. I am at Surin, okay, and going to your home. Oh, this morning. Are you going to come and get the dress? I'm imagining, right? In case you don't know what I'm talking about, when Bo brought me the cucumbers that I made the pickles out of, that I did the little pickle video, she saw the Thai silk that my wife had, and she purchased from my mother-in-law to make, in case you don't know, my mother-in-law is a seamstress, to make something for her, and she'd been, of course, stuck in Bangkok with her husband, who I'm imagining is doing better, and glad to see that he's home, and and I guess she's going to come over this morning and pick it up. She might have already been here. I don't know. No, you haven't been here yet. I wouldn't imagine. I would hear. Yes, Scott's on top of it always. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Good to see you here again. It's good to see everybody, man. I kind of missed it, sitting there rambling and talking about whatever we want to talk about. I like that. Yes, the silk dress. My mother-in-law does good. She's very good. And Dave, you have access to the real Tyson. Yeah, they've got suitcases full of it. I don't know where they got it, what they do with it. According to my wife, she says it's rather expensive. But yeah, she's got a bunch of it, and makes stuff for my wife all the time. Hey Alex, how you doing, brother? Are you back here? I haven't followed anybody, so I haven't. I've been in the States, but I think a couple of ones I've watched. Haven't watched your videos, but I've seen the names of them and stuff. Are you back now? Are you in Thailand, or are you still where we Philippines? God, I'm horrible. He had his knee done, and that's what I was telling earlier. My cousin that I stayed with 2 weeks before Christmas had both two knee replacements, both his knee replacements done at the same time, and he's still hobbling around. But it's good to see Alex. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. And Alex is going to be one of those superstar, or that's my prediction anyway. I like Alex's content, and you should too. So if you're not, I'm sure you are, please subscribe. Um, Still in the feeling, not yet. I'll be back soon. Cool. So you haven't seen Miley or anything. You've been on your own. So that'll probably be good. Be saying hello to everyone. Man, too. Yeah, I know. Can you believe that? He's an animal. But I would never do that. Yeah, you're anytime, Alex. You're more than welcome. Still hoping that when I get there, we still never had to have lunch. And I've met Alex twice there, and of course, talking on YouTube. But I want to go and sit down with him one on one and have break some bread, as we say in my Italian genre. So I'm looking forward to that. I just haven't. Every time I go, I only go for like 3 days, and I need to go for a freaking week, and relax and see Mitch and that kind of stuff. All the people there. Daz will be there soon. Jake will be there. I think Meow and Jim are headed back. There's a lot of people in that area, so I got to get back there. Let's see. Mark, my son Alex has woken up. Is he just woken up? It's good. The mushrooms, like the humidity and the warm weather. You're gonna have mushrooms, so I will probably want to talk to you about that. I don't know what time are you coming this morning, Bo. Do you know? Because I'll make sure that I definitely want some mushrooms. I'll tell my mother-in-law to or whenever they're ready or whatever. I'll talk to you if you come. Let me know what time you're coming. Yeah, I know. I like it too. It's a. I want it, whenever I say that to anybody, those are the people that I consider, good people, my friends. You know. Otherwise, I just say I just go meet them. But to break bread with somebody, as far as I'm concerned, is a big deal. Dave, the contractor has been working on her home. Wow, for 2 weeks, mostly cleaning and painting. Well, I'm looking forward. As soon as you get done with your quarantine, I'm hoping we can go have a cup of coffee. And I'm just kidding with Bobby. When you get here, let me know. I'd love to see the place. I haven't seen it yet, and we'll have to go out to dinner or something for sure with that new retired person, Jai, and break some bread. For sure. I'm heading down to breakfast now. Have to make decisions on where. Yeah, horrible. It's horrible, this life that we lead here in Thailand. Where should I go eat? It's daunting. Don't overload your brain, right? Whatever you do, do a video. I'll start watching videos again. We'll need an update when you get there, Bobby. Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure that he will. I did see the video on the house, which I hadn't seen before. I don't know if I commented or not. Horrible. If you guys are watching, all these people, not just me, but all the people that are on this channel, even if you don't say comment, how are you? You know, whatever. It makes a difference and makes their channels, excuse me, grow. So I think the 28th, Bo. And did you answer me on when you're going to be over at the house? Can you hear me? Let's see. If you come through, why don't you give me a holler? Dave has my number. Yeah, we got to get together too, right? I have to do that. Send me another, if you don't mind. Send me another email and remind me, because once a couple of days, once I get everything back to normal by Monday, maybe next week, we can go break some bread. Let's see. What did I miss? Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a tough life. Big decisions to make here. It's okay to break with. Oh yeah, that's the best ones, Daz. The best ones. Kind of missing everybody. I'd like to meet up with them too, and I don't know where, but I will probably talk to Chuck. And well, you're probably going to be heading out. Your knee's feeling better, so Chuck will want the time to break it down for you before you go back home to be with the granddaughter. Let's see, Dan. Not breaking bread, but cheers. Yeah, it sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. I have been. Me and Andrew have been trying to meet up, and the way that things went over the past couple of months, or a month anyway, hasn't been ideal. So, but I know that Daz is going to be once they get here, so maybe I will plan a trip. I still got to get the trailer here and start working on that, get all the material and start. Because I was thinking about getting a regular travel trailer, and it's going to be, it probably would be a lot nicer. It would have a bathroom, it would have a shower, but I'd still want to put in all the solar stuff. And now instead of me breaking into the 200,000, 150, 200,000 range, it would be up in the half a million, 600. I don't really want to. Although if I got a big enough trailer, I could take the whole family and we could go with it. So I don't know. I got some thinking to do, I guess. Breaking cauliflower. That'll work too, Tony. But yeah, and I don't know. I still haven't weighed myself. I did stop taking the shots when I left because I didn't want to give them to myself every day. So I got to find out if I can just jump back in and do it. But I feel like I even lost weight there. I only ate 2 meals a day. They were good sized meals though. Mexican food, or a big deli and a lot of carbs. But I don't feel any different, any heavier. So I don't think I gained anything. So I gotta check it out. You'll be at BKK a day behind. And how long are you staying? What day are you going to actually be in Surin, Bobby? If you don't mind telling people. I'll tell you. Coming in. Thinking. But I'm looking forward to Bobby coming in, Jai. We both did videos on our little dinner excursion, which was very nice. It was awesome. Be nice to do that once in a while when they're here, which I'm sure we will. The one that I've got is that 5,000 BTU portable unit, but it's not going to be installed like a portable unit. I'm going to go ahead and take the outside air that's going through the condenser and bring it back outside, and the inside air will be circulating like it should be, because the one I got only has one hose. Anyway, it'll be done right. And I like the idea of the 5,000 because I can run it with my small generator. But I will have enough solar on there that if we have even close to a little bit of sunshine, I will be able to run that air conditioner 24/7 is what I'm hoping for. If not, if I do something, it will probably be a mini split if it goes that way. I am going to get a 2,000 watt generator. And the only reason that I want to have that is I still want to use the 5 or 6 thousand. Although if I go to a mini split, I'll have to go to 9,000. But the RPMs drop way down significantly. That one that I've got that does run it, it's running. It's an 800. It's 1,000 peak watts, and it's running full bore, and it's louder. So if the stuff that I've seen on the internet with dB tests and all that kind of stuff, with running 400 watts on that 2000, the thing on Econo is actually throttled back, so I can keep the generator closer to the vehicle. Don't know what that is, but that's my idea. So I'll probably I'm going to keep both of them here. I'll take them when I go. I don't know what that is. Sorry, guys. Take them when I go, and that way I'll have a backup to work on. If I don't have any sunshine, I can still run the 2,000 watt, and 5 gallons of gas will last me for 3 days, damn near. So I should be completely set up. Gonna have a television. I think the main thing on the trailer is going to be the solar. I think I'm gonna have at least 3 280 watt panels on there in series. So I should have no problem, and I'm going to have 400 amp hours of lithium ion batteries. That's going to be the most expensive part of the whole thing. So I should be able to run everything I want to. And then if I don't get any sunshine for a couple of days and I'm out for a week or 3, I don't think I'm going to go for more than 3 days. I've got the generator to run. And then I think what I'm going to do is, even if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to bring a scooter. So is it absolutely positively I got to have a bathroom inside? No. I'll just hop on the scooter and drive to wherever, a PTT station or something, close to wherever I'm at, and do that. Shower, it'll be set up with a hot water shower. Not that I'll need it, but just in case. And then I'm kind of looking forward to the rainy weather. I'm going to have a tent type deal, not a tent, but a pop-up cover on the back. So I'll have a 10-foot by 10-foot out of the back of the deal to set up with 3 sides on it, and it should be nice. We'll see how it all goes, and I'm going to film all that, all the upgrades that I do on the trailer. What did I? Yes. Hey, Nanette, how are you? Glad you could make it. Thanks for stopping by. Run with an inverter from the truck. Yeah. The trailer is going to be capable of running everything. So, like I said, I'll show you when it gets here and I start buying all the stuff on the Trailer Trash Thailand channel, and probably on here too a little bit, but mostly over there. The install as it goes. I haven't decided whether to do it back and forth or only over there. I only have 34 subscribers, which is awesome. Thanks everybody for subscribing to Trailer Trash Thailand. Great channel, I hear. Not much content, but great guy. Just screwed. But yeah, I think so, Randy. It's gonna be nice. And I think with the 3 panels, I can get enough as long as I get the sunshine. I'm gonna have one of them, possibly 2 of them. I might have 4. The system that I'm going to get will take the extra voltage and amps that'll be generated by it, and put them where that nose comes down, where the actual camper front is. I'm going to try to put them side by side on a movable, so I can move them up and down and put them at the angle that I want. So if I get 4 panels, I feel a lot more comfortable. I think the 400 amp hours of the battery will be fine. I can run the lithiums way down. I think it'll be fine. I hope so. Buy the motor. I know. I'm going to look at it both ways, trust me. I'll go look at them, but I just don't really want to spend a half a million, and I can do that trailer for just the way that I need it. Not going to be extravagant, and I might even put a little bathroom or a shower or something in there. I don't know yet until I get it here and measure out everything, but it will. It'll be under 200. So the other one's going to be at least double for the ones I was looking at, maybe more. The one that I really like is 2 million, but that ain't going to happen. I'm not going to go that crazy. You're camping in the jungle. Any worrying about? Yeah, to a certain extent, Logan. Yeah, because whenever I've went camping, I did a lot of camping in motorhomes, tents, and on my motorcycle in the States. Always had a gun, you know, and here I don't have a gun. So it would be nice to have. I'll have a big machete, and stuff like that because I don't know in the United States, and I'm sure there's some crazies out here too. Could I run into that? Yeah, it could happen, but when it's time to go, it's time to go, right? But I'm hoping not, Logan. But yeah, I am to a certain. I don't like snakes and bugs, so I'm in a perfect place right here in Thailand. I don't like snakes and bugs. But yeah, a little bit of concern, but not a real worry. I'll bring that new channel. Yeah, Trailer Trash Thailand. How you doing, James? And I think I saw Fa's thing in there or the channel come up. So Fa, if I missed you, how you doing? I'm glad to be back. I missed a lot of videos. I tried to catch some of your lives, but I just didn't have over there in the States. Didn't like it there at all. Good seeing my family. Good seeing a couple of friends that I saw at the celebration of life, and that was nice. But good to be back here in Thailand. I feel 200% better. I was jet laggy and felt like shit. I don't know how it was. James went back, I believe, to Seattle. What has it probably been a year now? I don't know. A while back to visit his mom and stuff. And I don't know if you were. I was jet laggy all the way up until I came back. Now I've been here one day and I feel 10 times better than the whole time I was there. So hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. I will not fly anything but at least to be comfortable, business class or something. And if I feel like I did for the 2 weeks that I'm there, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll pay to have my grandkids and my son and people that I want to see flown to here, right? Stripper pole. Yeah. Mobile nightclub. I'd probably give it a lot of subscribers. Uh, let's see. Has a blowgun. Yeah. I got to have something, man. I wish that I had someone buy the egg. I did see the crossbows. Can I have one of those? Who knows? Where's Brock? He's usually up on top of what you can have and can't have. That might not be a bad idea. I've seen some pretty awesome ones on Lasada. Also, some pretty fancy. I think it was almost a 22 caliber air rifle, and I've got the machine that pumps up my little scuba tanks. Is the same one that you use for the guns. So, I guess I could check into a couple of things. Or if anybody knows, I don't know if Brock's still here. He might have gone. Going great. I do see a lot of people here in Surin with rifle-looking crossbows. I did see the on Lasada. Well, I imagine they'll probably sell it to anybody. It's just oh yeah, I'll sell it to you. They won't tell you, but you can't carry it. You're a Farang. You can't have that. So if somebody knows, please let me know. And a disco ball. I'm gonna be one of my places will be stopping by Tim's and camping in his yard, and then I got a pool access. I'll be living on top of the world. Had a great time when we went on that boating trip. Awesome, and I want to set up another one of those. Are you game for that, Tim? A paying one, but maybe 4 or 5 people. I know that I believe Jim wanted to go. Meow and Jim. I want to go. I think you would want to go. I don't know. Let me know. Probably for what did he say the season was? We hit there right at the end of December, so November probably. October, November. I know he still will probably get more into tuna and more eating fish. So if you're game, let me know. It'll be a while. I'm ready. Yeah, we had a great time, man. It was fun. And maybe we'll let them set up the whole thing, the room, the whole deal. We'll just fly in and do it. I'm here. Don't know about crossbow. Depends if they are classified as a firearm or not. I think I'll ask the policeman. I'll ask my wife to ask the policeman, or maybe that's an option. Even to shoot a snake or something. I can tell you a funny story. I bought a house, a big house on the top of the hill, right outside the San Fernando Valley, 5 acres, big up the hill driveway, big house on the top of the hill, and it was vacant for a long time. And I didn't know it, but there was a hole in the side of the hill, just loaded full of rattlesnakes. A den, and I gave my wife a 410 shotgun I bought for her with a snake type shot in it, BBs, whatever, shotgun shell. And damned if I should have probably specified that if you're going to shoot at it, maybe outside, maybe inside might not be the ideal place to be shooting at snakes, which I don't blame her. But she discharged it inside the house, and I thought it was funny. But did they say November to April? Really? Okay. I thought that we hit the end of it in December, but I could be wrong. Whatever it's going to be, we won't pick December in case maybe Chuck wants to go, maybe James wants to go. There might be maybe more than one trip. I don't know, but I had a great time, and if it cost me 300, 500, whatever it cost me, it'd be well worth it to me. I had an awesome time. After a while, decents have drop bears, your drop bears. But yeah, it would be good to have some. I don't have to check that out. I might even go to Lasada later and look at it, see if it says, you know, you need to obtain this permit or something. It might say something there. Yeah, you're probably right, Logan. Something like that. But those big ass high powered, I call them pellet guns, but the calibers, I think they got all the way up to 9 millimeter or maybe bigger. Really do some damage. Now I don't know if those are legal. They might consider those firearms. Uh-oh. Who is this? Who is? Are down by 13 at the half. I got to get some television. I don't watch a near enough television. That's a horrible thing to say. Retired in Thailand. I'd like to catch some of the NASCAR races originally. Tim, are you still here? I know you are. I think they said no. Are you having good luck, or is Ryan? I think went to eat with the television stuff. I haven't done any iRacing either. They sell airsoft guns here. Ken. Tony, I'm sorry. I was thinking NFL. Forgot about March Madness. Students have crossbows. So I imagine. Well, I don't know. That's done. No TV issues here. Cool. I'm gonna have them set it up. I think I'm gonna wait till I get the. I'm gonna put a big one out in my man cave outside to where I'll have all this stuff for YouTube and all that stuff. I'll have 3 by 4 meters, which should be plenty, and I'm going to set it up so that actually somebody can stay there. But yeah, that's what I think I'm going to get, a 65. My cousin had one at his house, and it looked like it'd be perfect. My wife wants one for in the bedroom here. It'd probably be cheaper for me to buy her glasses. She can't see. I can't see either. But I'm thinking 65. What did you have to pay for it? What kind was it? Mitsubishi? I think I had. They were relatively cheap for the cheaper one, Hennessy and something else. But I think I'm going to get a Samsung or something. I don't want to. I don't want any problems. Yeah, smart TV for sure. And this one in here isn't even a smart TV. It's got my what is it? Amazon Stick or whatever on there, and that's how she watches Netflix and all the other stuff. Plus, we have the full package from TOT, so she gets all the local news and movies and all sorts of crap. Let's see. Samsung from Bananas. It was seven. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, right? 17,000. I don't know what that is. 500, 600. I don't even know. but for 65, it sounds reasonable. I don't have. But yeah, I think a Samsung's a ticket, right? It's always been in the past with me anyway. Let's see. Well, see, now I feel better. Now it's almost an hour and a half. I have two airfall pistols, good for dogs that poo in your yard. Uh, let's see. Finally dropped our cable service and subscribed to YouTube TV, about a third of what we. Really? Very cool. I know that T-Mobile is, because that's what I have on my phone. They're bugging me now to switch over to their home policy, which they probably think I'm still in the U.S., but they're offering home packages now, not just cellular. I was surprised. But yeah, I think I'd like to get something. Let me look real quick. Got this. Nope. One. What'd you say? 17,000. I think it's about 33 right now. Yeah, 515 bucks. So it's pretty close. But IPTV is the way to go here. About 60. I know it's unbelievably cheap, and I believe that Ryan is the one. Is that who you're getting it through, or is that a secret? TLC and Hennessy TVs are both. Yeah, I had the Hennessy, and I'm probably saying that wrong. When I was in New York, when I bought it, when I was helping my buddy, it was just for the apartment. I think I got an off size 47-inch for like free. I mean, it was cheaper than heck, but it worked fine. I was only there 9 months. So. Need to get the chickens and turkeys out. Having coyotes, wow, around lately. Have a good night. Makes me happy. Thanks, I appreciate it, Tony. How do you deal with the coyotes if you haven't already left? Are you allowed to shoot them or no? Or can a tie shoot them? You don't have to. Again, here's a disclaimer. Any questions that I ask on this channel, you don't have to answer. You can respectfully decline to answer anything that I ask. I ask just because I'm curious. What do I keep getting here? I don't know what the hell that is. But, I'm saying good night. Yeah, Tony, have a good one. I was just curious. But I think that's what I'm going to do, the IPTV, Tim. I think that's the way to go. And maybe, I don't know, my wife wouldn't use it. She loves her, the whatever channel she gets from the largest package that TOT has. We will see. Yes, watching Breaking Bad with wireless headsets so daughter can't hear the. Yeah, exactly. And did you guys watch the El Camino? The people that have watched Die Hard. I mean, have watched Breaking Bad, Die Hard. Have watching Breaking Bad. Definitely something to watch if you're into that. I was into it. Everybody's saying take care, and Tony's probably gone. So, still got 23 people. Thanks for hanging, everybody. I don't know how much longer it was it been. An hour and a half. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. It wasn't flying earlier. Coyotes here. That's at the edge of the desert. Yep, most morning. It was by bee, too. We got them. And if you have dogs, the only thing is if you have a male dog, they're smart. They'll send down a female, coyote in heat or whatever, and bring the male dogs up there and then kill them. So if you like your dogs, you don't like coyotes. Let's see. Roxanne. Do not get LG Smart TV. They are a pain to use internet content. Samsung TV are very easy. Yeah, I've always had good luck with Samsung. Get rid of the 70-inch. I don't know. I want to see how much money I have and how much time I spend out in that room, because I'll have the cockpit for the iRacing and all my stuff for YouTube. I'm going to put one of those beds that fold up into the wall, so in case somebody comes, they can use it. I'll put in a TV of appropriate size. I'll have my medications on a shelf there for for the koi, the microscope, all my injection supplies, medications, treatments, and all that in there. And I'm going to try to keep it as open and clean as possible because if somebody comes, I want them to feel semi-ly at home, a little bit of privacy. If they don't want to stay in the house, they can have a little bit of privacy. Hey, Expat Paul, how you doing? I was just I haven't got a chance to watch many videos, so I'm keeping everybody up to date. Excuse me, but I did run across one of yours. I haven't watched it yet, but I know you've got a 2 or 3. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Good day to you. Glad you could stop by. Guns and Girls, yeah, exactly. And Scott saying hi, everybody. I'm sure we'll say hi to everybody. But yeah, so I'm hopefully trailer will be here. I'm hoping within a month, and then we'll get started on that. I'm gonna check out about the T-shirts. Like I said, if you guys want one, I'm gonna fork out the money. We might have to worry about distributing them, But see, like I know I could probably ask Daz to take a couple of them home, give him the money to ship out in the States or something to the people that are in the States. Maybe Brock, the same type situation for the people that are in Australia. Of course, the people in Thailand, we don't have any problem with that. But if you guys haven't already, go to the community tab on the channel, and in there is the size, the girth around the chest, and put in what size you are. And I said it earlier, if you put it someplace else, I've probably forgotten about it. I don't know if I could find the paper that I had all the sizes on. Please do me a favor, put it in the on the community tab, and then I'll go through that. And maybe even after I get it, we'll do a live stream before I even order them and go over. And if a lot of people here, you can re-verify that, yeah, I'm a 2X, I'm a large, I'm a small, whatever. And make sure that we get them all right. Fish noodles, is that what I missed? I know I seen one, he just put one out. Like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I think Paul does a good job, good channel, good content. Looking forward to meeting him. I haven't met him yet. I'm looking we'll have to get the countdown from Logan. What's the years, days, hours, and seconds till you're retired? I did watch a couple of years too, Logan. I don't know if I commented. And again, sometimes I do it too. It helps the channel if you just put in there, hi, how are you, on the comments. Hit the like and all that. It helps the channel, especially for people that are trying to get to 1,000. It really helps a lot. For everybody, I should say just the ones. You're more than welcome, Paul. Yeah, and he, like I said, a couple of the stuff, I don't know a lot of the places. I'm not versed in a lot of the areas and the cuisine besides, the markets and stuff like that. But I'm going to have to, I'd still like to find a good Mexican restaurant. There might be one to be had here, but if not, maybe I should open one. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a family member and give them all the recipes and say, here, make this, see what happens. But I don't think it would go here. And now, they have them every other place. Well, in Pattaya, Jantiem, Bangkok, they have the steakhouses, the decent Mexican food, the everything. And like I said, I really jones for that. But the biggest one, my Jack in the Box hamburgers, I probably should have met up with Randy, and he probably would have taken me there. Let's see, I forgot to put my shirt size and just commented on. Okay, cool. Earlier this live stream. All right, no problem. Yeah, if you guys haven't, put it in there. I'll order the ones. How many is there going to be? 50 of them. I don't know. But the shipping is going to be the biggest deal. But like I said, I'm sure some people will help me out if I get them to them while they're visiting here, and not dump 30 of them and say here. But 2 or 3 here or there, and the money to ship them, and I'm sure they'll go back and do that. Don't think that will be a problem. Okay, sorry, I was reading something else. Okay, I don't know. What else? I think maybe I'm gonna end the live stream there and get a little, get my feet up. They're feeling pretty good. I did take my medicine this morning, and maybe take a little nap, check on the fish, look at the pool, and it's been hot here in Surin. My wife had on the truck or in the car a photograph she put up at 45 degrees C, but it's been 39, 40, so it's been warm. It's definitely the hot time of the year here, and then we'll run into rains will start shortly after this. So maybe I'll even go in the pool today. If I do, maybe I'll do a video. You never know. I haven't done any. The channel's been kind of stagnated. We're still at, oh God, I gotta go over there. 1940, was up to 46, but I think it's down to 45 or 4. 1944, 1,944 subscribers. So we will. It was up to 46. It just stagnated. I don't know why. Like I said, people don't like the channel, I guess. But 109. Wow. And what is that Celsius? Do you know, Tim, off the top of your head? Because it was pretty hot yesterday, and I want to say it was 39 or 40 degrees Celsius. I felt like jumping in, but the pool, she let the level drop, and she didn't, so I had to clean up the pool a little bit. She did really great with the koi, which is what I was worried about. She did an awesome job. 44, I think. Okay, cool. So I don't know. It's over 100, I guess, at 40, I'm guessing. Low 101 or something. I'm guessing again. Let's see. Bye-bye all. Hand pink. Yeah, I think so. Thanks for welcome back. Thanks everybody for the condolences and all the great words and the things were freaking awesome. You guys are great. Mom's at a better place, I think, than she was, definitely. And hopefully I'll live to 87 would be nice, as long as I have my faculties. Of course, if I leave it up to my wife, she wants me to live to be like 200 or something. So anyway, let's get over here. I will again, you guys know the intro and the outros were created for me by Richard of Richard Travels. Hopefully Richard's doing well. Hopefully his mom is doing well. And hopefully he gets back on YouTube and starts his channel up again. Would be nice. But he did for me. So both the intro and the outro he did. I'm going to play the outro now. And thank everybody for watching. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. You guys are the best. And I will catch you on the next one.